What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. So we're going to focus in on the Florida Panthers calling up Vince Trocheck and Rocco Grimaldi. Grimaldi will be the second shortest player in the NHL behind Carolina's Nathan Gerby. I almost said Nathan Horton, Jesus. I had the Panthers on my mind, and yeah, But, someone tweeted about this. 11 players from the U.S. World Junior team that won the gold medal in 2013. Literally not even 2 years ago. I've played in the NHL already, and you got a couple guys that are still in college and all that, but Gibson, Shane Gostisbehere, Seth Jones, Jake McCabe, Connor Murphy, Jacob Trouba, Alex Galchenyuk, Goudreau, Grimaldi, Matteau, Miller, Trocheck, all in the show. That's impressive. I'm not saying that they're consistent, established NHL players, but they're up in the NHL and they've played in the NHL, and that's an accomplishment. This goes to show how good this team was, and why they were able to win the gold medal, because they had as much talent as any team the U.S. has ever put out there, and that's I think going to become the status quo going forward. I mean, I've said it before and I'll say it again. You look at this 2015 draft class for the U.S., obviously headlined by Eichel and Noah Hannafin, but you look at guys like Colin White, Greenway, Bracco, and like Jesus, this team is good. This draft year, excuse me, is good, and that'll follow the next couple of years with the U.S. Now Grimaldi has 4 points in 8 games in San Antonio. He's playing center. I was pegged him more of a winger in the NHL, but it's the nature of the beast. And Trocheck's got 6 points in 8 games. I thought Trocheck was really good with the Panthers last year for a defensive forward. His plus-minus could have been better, but then again, he was playing on a really, really bad Florida Panthers team, and there's a reason they were able to have the first pick in the draft. And you look at 2 years ago, he was, I believe, the OHL's leading scorer, and he lost time to the World Juniors between Saginaw and Plymouth. So he's a good player, and Grimaldi's a hell of a player. I mean, I remember Grimaldi was in ESPN the magazine under the next ones. This tiny kid from California that was really religious and upheld his beliefs, stood up for his beliefs, and had just an amazing ability to play hockey. And like to combine the two of them. I think who was it? David Booth and Mike Fisher, two other hockey players that the athletes are facing. Not that that's relevant to this, but just thought I'd point that out. And I remember reading that article and well, this kid's going to be great, and then watching him play at Dakota the last couple of years, and struggling through injuries freshman year, but really seeing what kind of amazing talent this kid has, and the way he's able to overcome his lack of size has been amazing, and I think he's going to be a pretty good NHL player. I think he's going to turn some heads and be a guy that teams regret letting fall to the second round of the 2011 draft. I mean, I thought talent-wise, he could have been a top 10 pick in that draft, and obviously that's been a better draft than it got credit for at the time, but I still stand by that statement. But we'll see what happens. I'm excited to see Trocheck back up and Grimaldi making his NHL debut, because I think for both young players, the best is yet to come, and I think one good thing about playing in Florida is, since the team's so bad, you get up earlier, you get to establish yourself and show the NHL what you can do and what kind of player you are earlier than if you played on a legitimate contender like Boston or Pittsburgh or LA, Anaheim, wherever. So that's this episode of Power Play with CJ on the Florida Panthers calling up Pittsburgh native Vincent Trocheck and Rossmore, California native Rocco Grimaldi. Stay tuned for episodes for the season and beyond. Later, guys.